I'm gonna go to Manny in Miami, man. Damn, that T thing. I'm sorry, T, whoever the fuck you are, man.
Come back.
Go ahead. Manny?
Yo, Patrice, what's up, man?
How are you,
Listen,
man?
I understand what you're saying about women, and, you know, like, I've been an asshole. Well, I kind of still am. And whenever I do meet a woman, and we have, like, a good relationship, for, even though it's short-term, it comes to a point where she realizes I'm an asshole, and then her friends realize I'm an asshole, and then it just goes all around, and it kind of gives you a bad rep. You know what I'm saying?
No. What do you mean, asshole? What do you do as asshole, man? You see,
like, you know,
asshole
like,
ain't... Hold on.
You don't show him, you don't put him on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? You don't put him on a pedestal. You don't treat him like the queen or anything. You treat him like, you know, one of your friends, but that you're attracted to, you know, you want to have sex with.
All right, what's one of the principles, Manny? One of the principles of this show, one of the principles, and we're gonna always, one of them that's dead. What is steadfast? Steadfast principles is that is your fault, Manny. It's not their fault. It's something you're doing, right? You're not being the right asshole. Because when I say asshole, I mean it in context. I don't mean you hit her. I don't mean you curse her out on a regular basis. I just mean there's a level, because in understanding what they are, they hate being in charge. The queen, that position is second. That's the highest level of position a woman can be in the world is a queen, but she's second as that, and she loves being that. Women don't want to win, they want a winner. They want to look at their man and go, this motherfucker's the shit. That's what I mean by asshole, that she continues to look at you like, fuck, this motherfucker is the shit. Because their drive is to bring you down so you can go coochie coo, I love you so much, so they can be comfortable with how they feel about you. Because I'm going to tell you what it is. We're lovable, and they don't know how to be lovable, but they want love. So they attack and make a motherfucker love them, and then you really don't love them.
I mean, they're not animals. They're not attacking.
Yeah, you attack. You don't know how to be lovable. We do. That's your fault is why women's fault is why relationships are fucked up, because men have to give you something that they don't want to give you right away, but we're willing to do it.
Would you call yourself lovable?
Oh, love, and likability,
I said he's
and charm, likability, and love, that's my vagina. And I'm willing to give it freely. I'm a charm hoe. Hey, baby, what do you need?
A hoe.
What do you? I am a hoe with my charm. I give you what you want, and then you give me what I want. But what I give you is so much more valuable in the long run. That's why women get fucked up. All right, Manny.
This is why.
By the way, when you asked me about Steadfast, isn't that Oprah's boyfriend?
Stedman. Oh, wait a minute. Let me say this about Stedman. Let me tell you about just what I'm saying about what y'all think makes us attracted to you. If you look at any picture of Stedman and Oprah, now Oprah owns islands.
She owns the
world. She owns helicopters.
Yeah. Right.
She owns influence. Oprah is a beast, and I don't mean that.
All right, we get it.
In the literal sense.
She is, but if you look at any picture of Oprah and Stedman, Oprah is always curled up in a ball next to Stedman. She's always in the picture with Stedman. Stedman's never Mr. Oprah. That's what I mean by that arrogance, that thing where she's just like,
madness.
Fucking Stedman, all the dudes that want her, like, she be on there like, Jamie Foxx wants to fuck me, you see this, Stedman, like, I don't give a fuck about that, fuck him. Fucking Stedman! She love that motherfucker. Now watch Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt in pictures.
She's a man-eater, dude.
Yeah. He is in the picture with her, pushing African babies around. Got one Chinese baby, he's holding on his shoulder, pushing one, and she's like, hello everybody, I'm Angelina. That relationship stinks.
No, that's a wonderful relationship.
Why? Because
I'm joking.
Because she's the boss.
The show.
Women don't like to be the boss. You
that's
don't.
Not necessarily true.
You hate, at least in your manhood.
I think some men are a good job of fooling you.
Have you ever been the boss in your relationship?
Yes, that's why she don't get a man.
In all of them.
That's why you don't have a man.
All of them except for which one? The one you're in now, right? Exactly. See what I'm saying to you? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand that you got to find a guy that you go, this motherfucker?
What about co-partner?
Every woman wants a strong
man. Not good. No, unless you open a business together, money-wise.
No,
Nobody wants
I'm saying, this is all I'm saying. you know what, and this is, some people might think this is shocking, but I actually do think that I do believe like a man takes, let's just say this, I think we have different roles. And I'm not going to get into that whole...
She's going to do it really careful.
What's the role? What's the role? Well, go ahead, baby. What's the role?
I'm
the man is the man. Say it. That's what you want to say.
Don't
confuse her, Dante.
You need me to open that pickle jar, don't you?
No, I think that a lot of with women's empowerment is like, let's be treated equal. But we're not the same being. So why? Yes, I do want you to open a door for me. So I don't want to do that for a man. And I'm not going to do that for a man. So, I mean, like, there are some women who don't want that. And I think when you get into that, like, feminine rights and things like that, women don't discuss that. Like, we do have very different roles. And yes, I do think...
Name a role, baby. Come on now.
And I'm trying to stay away from that.
Name a role. I'm not going to let you just sit here and... right now, you're just...
Okay, I'm trying to be very general. I think we can both...
Spit it out, baby.
Okay.
You ain't going to lose no modeling contract. Spit it out.
I think we can do different... We can both do the same thing. But yes, I do think that
I would say you want a strong man that you can submit to without him being abusive. That's what you want.
I would like to just say a man has to be a man and feel like a man in a relationship. And when I said yes,
and who do you think should make a man feel like a man? Whose responsibility is that?
That's a woman's responsibility.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's my responsibility to make me feel like me. You understand?
That's right.
But no,
thank you.
I
don't need you. I don't need you for anything.
Need some validation because, like you said earlier, that men are so insecure in their pursuit of women because we're trying to, of course, attract as many women as possible. So if a woman rejects you, that's why you have the particular mindset and demeanor that you have now. That okay, in my rejection, I found I get further, or more women are attracted and have a tendency to quote unquote stalk within.
All right, ready? Okay, time out. Time out. Stop the presses for a second. Let me interject. Let me explain something. Let me boil it down to a real easy way to look at it.
So you do look for our validation. And your egos are so
Patrice, it's more like reaffirmation. Validation to a point is okay, but the happiness, your self-respect has to come from within. It has to come from yourself. If you let another person make you happy, they have the power to take away your happiness too.
And let me explain to you another thing, like in terms of, I think, and I'm serious, dude, women always get bored with the idea of vagina. You know, they go, oh, do we have to talk about? It's very, very important because you run it. But here's the issue with the vagina.
The other part.
Time out now. Okay. If men had something, this is what confuses women and angers them. If men, here's the difference between us and y'all. If men had something on our bodies that we didn't know whether every time a woman talked to us or not, it was genuine. We had to always figure out, what does this girl really want, man? Let's say we all had 20 G's in our pocket. I'm just being hypothetical. 20 G's was like, women go, all men got 20 G's, nigga. So they go, hello, how are you, blah, 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 right? Here's what men would do. Men would go, shit, here, take this 20 G's, because I'm better than this. Take your 20, you want it, I want you to stop trying. I want to give you what you want just to see what you really about. So I don't have to think you lying. So what happens is y'all, and this is the thing that kills me about, women love fucking. They love coming. It's more important for me to be better in the bed than you, because I don't give a fuck. I'm like, shit, lay there like a zombie. I'm going to explore. I know something good's going to happen. But women, you need us to be good. Women need all type of shit from a man. You need us to be good in bed. You need us to be smart. You need all these things to make you, to energize you and be attracted to us. And what do we get in return? What do we demand from you in return? And you holding on to it, it's important to us, but it ain't special. It's not special. When a guy comes in, he has to establish himself. Let me tell you, man, I've been in this business 16 years. You YouTube me, I've got a bunch of shit. You've been in the business 7 years. You've been a distinguished doctor for 25 years?
Yeah.
That's my establishment. Now, when a woman walks in the door, you're already at my level, depending on how pretty you are.
You got an automatic wild card.
There's some women who are as pretty as 16 years in this comedy business and respected. You walk in the building, just because you're pretty, that brings you up to my level. The anger is, the resentment wheel that men have is that, motherfucker, I've been doing what I do 16 years. She come in this motherfucker with a pretty face and pretty eyes, pretty mouth, and think you me? I'm better than you. A lot of guys need, but I say that. Wait a minute, I say that. I say that so that the woman could be attracted to me. You understand? That's where the anger that men have is because a lot of guys walking in the street that don't have a radio show, that don't have the stage, that haven't explored confidence, they're walking around like, I want to love this woman, but what do I do? Because you are choosing. Just because you got a vagina. Just because you got one.
But you can't be mad and bitter at women because we have vaginas.
Why are you mad and bitter at us? Because we got your vagina, which is love, that we take away from you.
I'm not mad or bitter at you.
Oh, shut up.
But don't you see, Patrice, don't you see how more interesting this show is?
That's just, I love her.
If these were three unattractive women, this conversation would not be as interesting.
No.
It's because they are so attractive that the conversation is even more interesting.
And they are lovely, all in their different ways, man. Lovely women, all in their ways, get men talk to you. And that's another thing why, like I said,
women are not totally aware of the power that they are wielding. They do it innately. It comes innately to them.
But that's the point. The point is that you have to explore those behaviors. And you have to explore those and understand those behaviors to get in their head.
But I think your problem is as a person because you have a problem. I think in your personality, it's like extremes with you. It's no gray area. Like either I'm better or I'm worse. You know, you have a vagina or you don't. Like, what about just people?
That
doesn't exist.
I fucked up again. I'm so sorry. Hey, Dustin, I'm sorry about that, dude. Dustin.
It's yo.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, man. You're on the Black Phillip Show with Dante and Jeffrey and Drew and Danny, Carlotta, and I forget her name.
Catherine and Dawn.
Catherine and Dawn. I've been calling her Condoleezza the whole time. Catherine and Dawn. What's up, man? What's going on, bud?
I just wanted to say that, like, I can see it from both sides. I used to be, like, a real nice guy and all, but, like, it wasn't working out for me, you know, girl. You know.
Why now? Wait a minute. What made you think it wasn't working out for you? What happened?
My girlfriend was cheating on me. You know what I mean? Like.
Because you know why? Like, how hard was you fucking her?
I mean. Well,
you loved her.
Did you fuck her? Did you fuck her like she was she was a girl you didn't give a fuck about?
Nah.
There you go.
Well, now
stop kissing her on the forehead.
This is stupid. I mean, this is almost stupid.
Gotta fuck her like she's a hoe, my man. Don't you ever stop smashing it. Fuck her like you're a caveman killer, but go ahead, man.
But yeah, like, after, you know, a couple of girlfriends, I was just like, I'm tired of this shit, fuck that, you know, and just started, like, I met this one girl, you know, banged her, and then, like, just, like, didn't talk to her for a couple of months.
Right.
You just talking with her.
Banged her again. Didn't talk to her for a couple of months, started dating her, and now, like, she's pretty much in my pocket now.
Hold on, baby, because he can hear you. Wait a minute. Hold on, shut the, please, hold on. Finish what you just, say what you just said again, dude.
She's pretty much in my pocket now.
She's in your pocket. Cause you felt like you fucked the shit out of her, and then you just said, nice talking to you.
Pretty much, yeah.
What's your problem, ladies? He's in a happy relationship now because he's running it.
Well, can I say this? I don't think you're ever really happy. I think it's about a balance, and Jeffrey can talk, a lot about this. I don't think it's ever about being on one side, being complete jerks, banging women, and then not talking to them the next day.
Wait, let me explain what she did. She did the quote-unquote sign and looked in the air. Go ahead, beautiful. Banging women. This is so beneath me.
being what you feel, what he's talking about. Some women are like drooling and pining over them. Neither one of them is good because none of it's attractive for anybody when anyone's at two opposite extremes. But having a balance, like knowing who you are and saying, I want you, I don't need you.
Oh my God. Do you understand that is a woman's put? Here's a problem. Thank you, sir, for calling it. Here's the problem with women. When do you suspect? Let's say, when do you suspect? What year did we find out pussy was important? You think? The year one.
For me,
as soon as you showed up. As soon as you showed up.
Whenever the beginning of time when somebody found out.
That's why he ate
that you go, holy shit.
That's why prostitution
is the oldest value.
He ate the apple because
Patrice, that's why prostitution is the oldest profession.
It's the oldest profession. Now here's what I think happened. And here's listening to Carlotta, listening to Catherine, and listening to you. Dawn. Dawn's kind of chilling.
Listening to her thinking.
Listen to her thinking.
Right.
What I think is what happened is once men found out, this is how powerful vagina is. I think we found out 20,000 years ago that pussy was important. And women found it out. Like, holy shit. I can get all this niggas rocks or all this whatever was valuable.
I got something valuable here, right? Yeah.
Seashells,
shells, and his rocks.
Whatever was valuable then, and a woman found out, shit, this motherfucker gonna give me all of this for this. You understand? And that was shaving. That bitch's pussy was a mess in the year one. So what happened is women never ever progressed. You've never progressed in your game. So men are still 10,000 years behind, but we are steadily trying to catch up to where vagina is and the importance thing so that we can keep our rocks. That's what we're trying to do. But you're staying exactly the same. You're just going through the same mentality, and men are trying to figure out. We are really trying to conquer the vagina.
To figure out how
it's
to get
very
our rocks
important.
off.
But you marginalize how important it is for us. You really, all the things you say is based on you and how you feel and what it should be for us. But we don't give a fuck, Carlotta. I don't care if you can read. You know why I don't give a fuck if you can read? Because a man, this is why women hate to be number one.
No, some women, men care. There are some men who care about that. If you can't
fuck, Catherine, I don't give a fuck, because I can. I'll teach you. If you can't read, I don't give a fuck. I'll teach you. If you don't know how to read, I'll figure out some shit we can do that you're going to get.
No.
Any of your shortcomings as a woman, based on the fact you got vagina, you'll be alright, because I'm the king and it trickles down. But when a woman, wait a minute now, tell me the truth.
People need
Carlotta, let me, I'm going to let you, hold on. Let me finish, I'm going to finish the whole thing real quick and then you respond. When a man has shortcomings, when a man is lower level than you would like him to be, if he's under you in terms, you can't deal with that. You can't deal with uplifting a guy. Not that you don't want to, but it's not attractive. It makes you sick to have to raise a man up.
Why does it have to be over or under? Why can't it be like? Can I just ask
you know what? Why are so many women with losers though?
No,
because it's that low self-esteem thing, and you realize that doesn't last, does it? It always like she comes in, she does a thing, she does this and she does that, but she eventually a chick. I've been a bum guy in 2 relationships, and I realized like. No matter how lovely they were, oh no, I have it, I didn't have it. When I was young, I didn't have it. They had it, Oh, I got you. Eventually, they will go, why I gotta keep paying for the fucking food? I'll never say that.
It's about a balance. And I understand, I do get what you're saying, because sometimes, I have been in relationships where I do think that it's nice when guys take care of things. I think I take care of other things, like in other ways, but I hear what you're saying.
What's the other ways? I'm not going to keep letting you just vaguely say stuff. What's the other ways?
No, listen, and I think it's unhealthy.
I'm curious to hear that too.
Okay,
what's the other ways, Carlotta?
I'm saying, but it's about me even achieving that balance. Like, you shouldn't always have to pay for dinner. Like, sometimes I should. Like, I think it's about...
I don't think you should. I don't think you need to.
Okay, that's your choice, but that's not saying that I'm not offering.
Well, I must
say... And you have to be in a position that If my girl pay for my food.
If I don't have it, that's one thing.
If my girl pay for my food, I know that I'm in a position where she can't hold it over me because naturally she's gonna slowly, nice watch. Naturally she's gonna start to go, motherfucker, she knows she paid for, if I go, give me $20, man. I'm gonna say that with that kind of.
Anybody's gonna say that when it's
comfort zone.
I like taking care of women. Don't you like taking care of women?
That's our job. It trickles down from us.
I love that feeling. I like women to feel safe and secure with me. I want them to know that I will take care of them.
But it's about a balance.
I'm not paying somebody's rent.
Let Catherine speak for a second. Catherine, go ahead.
I must say I do agree with you because it is somewhat off-putting and it becomes less and less attractive if you are dealing with a man that can't, hold his own weight or be a provider. So I can't sit here and say that it should be equal, yes, on some, because you have to give back in a relationship, but at the same time, I think a man is a provider.
It's never.
Let me say this. Let me say this to you. Let me change that word. Let me change that word equal. I'm gonna give you a better word. You have your value. But equal ain't gonna happen.
Well, when I say equal,
we're different.
You have your value.
I'm talking about equal. I was thinking in the context of going out to dinner. Sometimes you should, of course, pay for dinner.
But that's logistics. That's not even the big picture.
There's no such thing as different and equal.
I don't believe in that. I do believe in that. But I'm gonna say
you
this.
Believe in what?
I do believe in equal but different. Okay, but I will say this, that okay, in a lot of majority of the situations, like the man sometimes is making more money than the woman. I'm not talking about if I don't have it. If I don't have it and you're making more money than me, that's one thing.
Doesn't matter.
No,
me. It doesn't matter to me if you don't have it.
I understand.
To a real dude.
I'm talking about for me, sweetie.
Right.
I'm talking about for me.
And that's what you've been talking about. That is the problem,
You got your opinion and I got mine, so I'm just trying to talk to you.
But the world, do you think the world...
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. Do you think the world understands women's needs more than a man's needs?
No, but I do. I think it's unfair. I do. But I'm just saying this. When I don't have it...
Wait. Do you... No. There was a question posed. What was your answer to
He said, does the society or the world around us understand women's needs more than men's? I'm listening to you. And yes, I do.
Okay.
I actually listen. I know you don't, but I do. No, I'm just joking, but I'm serious. You don't listen to something. But I'm joking. No, but I'm saying that if I don't have it, that's one thing. And sometimes when I don't have it, pick me up, help me out. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have it, hopefully I can help you out too. You know what I mean?
See, but you gotta understand, it's not picking you up and helping you out for us.
It's what we do.
It trickles down from me. That's what I'm supposed to do.
You are a provider. I do believe that.
And we want to do it.
Yes,
it makes you feel good to do it.
That's part of being a man.
I'm King Patrice, Carlotta. You're Queen Carlotta.
Sweetheart, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, I still would like to offer. I'm still going to offer. Great, you want to do it.
Very nice.
And here's what I said. And here's what I said to you earlier. Here's what I said to you earlier that you didn't listen to. It's not that hot. You're just getting hot.
You're sweating.
Well, I'm overweight, baby. What's your excuse? Yeah, it's getting hot in there, ain't it?
No, it's hot here.
I want to say something when you said how do women end up with bums. I think that women who end up with bums, they still think those bums are better than them. Like if you got a woman and she has degrees
in the beginning,
and she thinks he's better because even though he doesn't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of, he doesn't care. So she admires his free spirit, the fact that he don't give a fuck. That he really doesn't care. He has nothing going on, and he don't care. Whereas you might have, you have your degrees and this, that, and the other, and you're still worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. And that is something to be jealous of. It's something to admire in a man. And so I think it still supersedes that.